Hello guys and welcome to a new episode from my Sketchup project, and basically this is the second video I've been doing here for the Sketchup, and obviously the last one wasn't as famous as my Planet Coaster videos, for example, but anyways, I really like to do some videos of Sketchup because in the past I had a lot of fun doing some models in Sketchup, and for example really complicated ones to get used to the program. I wasn't that good in the program back in the days, but I got used to it from time to time. So yeah, so I just thought maybe in the future time I will be doing some more of SketchUp again. I haven't got too detailed plans on it, but I want to do something. And just to announce that I just wanted to show you what I've done in the past. So basically, this was one of my first bigger ones. As you can see here, this is a Formula One car. It goes back to the days when Sebastian Vettel came to Red Bull. So I wanted to do the first Red Bull racing car he drove back in 2008, I guess it was, after he's won in Toro Rosso team the first races. And as you can see here, this was my very first attempt, and it's really kind of a bad model. It kind of looks like a Formula One car, but that's it. The dimensions are completely wrong. As you can see here, some things went really wrong. For example, like the nose is way too long, and if I here change the mode, for example, like go into the checkup modes, you can see as how many mistakes you are in. Or for example, when I get here into the window um, for the areas which are transparent, I guess, and which are intransparent and so on, everything is like completely wrong. Anyways, it was kind of a good first attempt, I guess. I wanted to show you where I started it, and this was back in 2008 already. I checked the files. The latest file I got was like from, I guess, November 2008 it was. So it's 8 years ago, so pretty long time. SketchUp wasn't that powerful as it is today, so I really had to find some workarounds to do this. Yeah, so that's the basic and first model I've made, but as you may have seen in the thumbnail, this isn't what it looks like as it is final. So a few years later, I just stepped back and tried to do something completely new. So I can show it to you right now here. When we get changing the windows, we will now change to the other one. So this is what I came up after this. I just went into the internet and looked for the dimensions of a real car, and so this is what the real car's dimensions look like. So as you can see here, all the nodes and all the lines put into it should guide me the way to find the real dimensions of a car. And as you can already see in this early stage here, the dimensions really fit together pretty well. It really looks like a car. I'm not completely sure which year it was. I guess this is the car of the year 2010. It has, I guess it's the Red Bull 7 RB7, it's called, I guess. Of course, it isn't as detailed as it could be. Maybe I should say, in the first time I really did this for the CryEngine. I wanted to bring it into the CryEngine Sandbox 1, which was then back from 2007 when Crysis, the first game, came out. We got this pretty brilliant sandbox editing mode in the CryEngine Sandbox SDK. And yeah, I really wanted to do it before the Sandbox 2 came out for Crysis 2 in 2011 or 2011, 2012. I don't know. Around this time, I wanted to do a model which I then can convert into the sandbox from Crysis to use the engine and to use the brilliance of the CryEngine. It never really worked out because it's kind of complicated to bring in SketchUp models into the CryEngine. But yeah, I didn't stop there. I just made up the model until it was final, and so we can now skip to the next step. As you can see here, when I get to open it, it was started back in 2011. Alright, see, okay, it's not the car of 2010, it was the car of 2011, I guess. So yeah, now moving on to the next step, you can see a few things already changed. I really changed again the whole layout of the car itself. You can't see a big of a change here now because it was a step back, although the data was kind of newer, but I just got into every detail. So for example, like the nose here, as you can see, was a really defined more, and the front wing was like, the shape was better than it has been before, and so I went on into even more details for the car. So yeah, as you can see now, here are many save files. So let's move on to the next one. I won't show you every part, so let's go to this one here for the next. No, I don't want to. Yeah, here you can see it was a huge step ahead. I already put in the back wing, the rear wing, with some pretty nice details. As you can see here, these little open edges, and obviously I made the Red Bull car because, first of all, Sebastian Vettel was the best German driver. So as a German, I really like to support the German drivers. I'm not that big of a Formula 1 fan nowadays, but back then when Michael Schumacher was like winning everything out there what could be won, of course, like every German was kind of a fan of a Formula 1 fan. So of course I do support the German drivers. But yeah, once I got the possibility to build something here in a 3D program, I wanted to do it. And yeah, what I wanted to say, obviously I took the Red Bull car because for my taste it was the most beautiful one, and of course it was regarding the aerodynamics due to Mr. Adrian Newey. For those of you who don't know him, just Google him. He's one of a genius regarding aerodynamics. He like designed I guess 8 or 10 world championship leading cars in the last 20 years, last 30 years already. He's a genius. That's kind of amazing. So yeah, that's for the next step here, and let's move some further. Let's have a look what this is. I don't know what we. Alright, now that's fucked up. I guess here's okay. Here you can see I really had some troubles doing some texturing. I know that there is a possibility to do it via Photoshop and exporting the areas and so on. But back in those days, I hadn't an idea how to do this, and this is kind of really fucked up because I really did it like this. I made the logo of the Red Bull and put it into the whole model and just like intersect that with the model, which is kind of the worst thing you can do performance wise and polygon wise, because you just look at the amount of triangles I got in there to get the logo done. So this is really, don't take this as an example for texturing. This is really the absolutely worst thing you can do. But yeah, I did it, so I don't know why, but yeah. So here you can see that's the whole car at this stage. So just let me get them in. So yeah, this is the car already with some wheels here. Let's change the style. And I already started to paint the car a little bit. As you can see here, the rims are just in, and I also made some these brake patterns here. I don't know how they are called in English, and all the suspensions and all the little parts here are already in, which was really a big part of the car doing the small work here. And so yeah, a big work on big model, and a really great model in terms of details. But I guess if you would put this in any game out there, the game should crash because it absolutely isn't optimized at all. So it's like the worst thing you can do as a model. All this information I got about modeling and so on, I just learned them later on. So don't get me wrong, the model is kind of good. I'm really happy with it, even looking at it today. But from a designer's perspective, or from 3D modeling, it's kind of just not optimized at all. You could go easily in there and optimize this thing with a little bit of work, but yeah, I won't do this. I will go on with some newer models, I guess. But yeah, so the video is already pretty long, so we'll skip to the final. I don't want to open a new one. So here you can see already a lot of other save files. and I want just to open. No, again not. Yeah, here you can see this is what it looks like in the final version, and I don't know if you will see it afterwards in the YouTube video, but it is kind of, yeah, I got some lags here inside the SketchUp program, because this model, as I said, is so heavy detailed and has so many triangles and some things that do interact with each other, and really isn't that good for your engine, as you can see. It even doesn't come up with the styles inside. That's not good. So let's take this one. Here you can see, yeah, I got some. This is the final texture I got on it here via the intersection with the other model. Really kind of fucked up the whole performance of the program, I guess. And yeah, if you look at it like this, it kind of looks good. I'm pretty happy with it, and yeah, this I guess this wasn't the final version. It was one of the first final ones, but then everything you will now see from improving it is really absolutely in every single detail. You nearly can't see it. Just if you look at the date here, you can see 3 years later I reopened it again and just yeah, just tweaked it a little bit with the newer version of SketchUp. And let's open the last one, because we are now over 11 minutes, I guess, and this is pretty long. So no, I don't want. Okay, yeah, this is the final one. As I said, I just improved the whole thing with the newer SketchUp versions. You can see it is a lot cleaner. The edges are refined a little bit more. You don't have that much of triangles going everywhere. Of course, here in the front, it is still a little bit broken. Not everything is as nice as it could be. Also here, these little side patterns are a little bit broken, but yeah, overall, this is what the final one looked like. As you can see here, the texture is only on this side, because I don't know why, but it just doesn't work on this side of the car. And so yeah, just look at it from this side, so it should be fine. And yeah, that's just one of my models I've done in SketchUp. Even though people are not interested in the video, I will be doing some more videos of SketchUp in the future, because really I do like SketchUp. It's kind of the same like Planet Coaster for me, because you can really lose yourself within the building process of the whole thing. Unfortunately, I haven't got a time lapse of this one, but I guess even a time lapse would be like a 6 hours video or something like this. We'll speed it up 10 to 12 times, I have no idea, but this model really took a lot of my lifetime. So yeah, really a lot of my free time. So from this perspective, it really is kind of Planet Coaster is today. But yeah, here you can see detailing also the bottom part of the car, and also I guess, yeah, below the car, like here these backlights. I really tried to just rebuild everything like the real model would look like. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you liked it. If you do like it, it would be pretty nice if you could give me some hints what you would like to see next on SketchUp, because really I want to go back to SketchUp and do something new in it. I kind of have a lot of ideas, but since I'm doing now some YouTube videos here, and Planet Coaster is really appreciated by a lot of people, it would be cool if I could do something what you guys out there would also like to see. Maybe something regarding yeah, a daily topic, or something related to Planet Coaster, for example. I don't know, maybe a coaster, but yeah, maybe nothing that complicated. So yeah, that's it. Hope you liked it. I will put in some more of the rendered photos just to present it a little bit nicer than in the program here. But that's it. So have a nice day, and hope you liked it. Ciao.